Hello, everybody, and welcome to Malts and Meeples. We're going through another chapter of Spires and Hildegard. So, if you're here on Monday, I played a chapter of Spire's End. Last Wednesday, I played the first chapter of Spire's End Hildegard. Both of these games, they're technically, I believe, set in the same world. Hildegard shows up in both of them, but she's a little bit older, and it's a darker system for the original Spire's End. This new version is more of an adventure story versus kind of a horror survival. So, have our old fashioned ready to go? And let's get down to the table. All right. So, we have a number of things over here. As this stack gets shorter, it'll be easier to see Hildegard. It's been rather pleasant since the unexpected attack of bloodthirsty, ravenous crows. The cobblestone road winds through a sea of cornfields. With every step, they grow higher and thicker. It's nearly a forest. You come to a point where the road splits. This time, there's no sign to guide you. On your left, far off in the distance, is a campfire. To your right, a row of gas lamps hug the road. Pull 196. While you're out in the wilderness, it pays to keep your eyes open for wild game. Pull and shuffle card 197. There are 4. This is the wild game deck. Pull a card from this deck whenever you encounter the paw symbol above. It's only used in chapter 2. And then we have a choice. Use the compass. We don't have it. Go right towards along the road with gas lamps, or left towards the fire. We're going to go right. The Hickory House. Ooh. But it has the paw symbol in the upper corner here. Let's switch over. Wrong one. So, we draw the top one. 3 accuracy. Plus, I still have the die there. And 2 sets to get 2 hits. If we get 3, we get one of the status tokens. However, this is not an easy one. I can only take dots or complete circles. Nothing. Nothing. That's mathematically, well, it's possible. Okay. Got the circle. 2 rolls to get a dot. Can't get the... There's 1 hit. And nothing. So this just gets shuffled back in. You follow the road till it ends not half a mile further. It leads to a charming log cabin and tavern. A man is sweeping the entry. Hello. My name's Firthjust. Might I offer you some refreshment? I just acquired an excellent ale from the Bardic Bluffs. Also, I recently started a tannery. If you have pelts to sell. Sounds great, you reply. Firthjust shows you into his tavern. It's decent enough. In the back, a man wearing a jester's hat drinks a tall, amber foaming pint. Well, I don't want to spend our money, which most likely getting an ale would do, so we're going to greet the jester, mainly because it's not our money. If you remember from last time, we have 5 money, and that money was given to us for a specific quest. The jester. What brings you way out here, you ask? We perform mental and physical feats that would take your breath away. Tomorrow we perform here. Please stay and join us. Thanks, but I'm heading out after I have one of those, you point at his drink. Well, if you're hungry, stop by our camp on the way out. Down the road, before the gas lamps. We've got smoked moose. Spoke to Jester. Ooh. And then that tells us to go to card 103. And again, we have the wild animal symbol. Three accuracy to get 2 hits, but we have more options. Still looking for a dot, though. Still looking for a dot. Didn't get a dot. That wild eye does not like me. You follow the path as it winds to the left, then head due west. You can see much further now that the road is straight and the cornfields are tapering back. The hills spotted with trees and the mountains looming behind are a sight to behold indeed. You hear music from the distance now, an eerie melody plucked on an instrument desperately in need of tuning. A single curl of smoke rises from a campfire like a lasso, pulling you forward. Whatever's cooking smells tremendous. Let's get that one. And this one I just want to show off because that artwork is phenomenal. I love the artwork in this. It's so good. A juicy hunk. The sun falls behind the hills as you reach the traveling stage. You've seen wagons like this before, for carnivals and events in the Grey Oaks. An albino man sits next to the fire, strumming an instrument. Behind him, a fellow carny, a woman in elegant, weathered garb. They are too engrossed in their music to notice your arrival. On the campfire, the flames tickle a juicy hunk of meat on the spit. The smell is intoxicating and you're hungry. So, we could listen to him play, check out the wagon. I think we'll listen. Or try and help ourselves to some of the meat. Wild critter. Oh, did I shuffle that? I think I just put that back on top. Field rat. One. Doesn't really matter. Well, no matter what, we've got him. But if we attack and succeed one more time, doesn't help me. I need a circle. Got it. This can't break up anything I have. So we got the 3, which means we gain another gold. And we get a field rat pelt. You take a seat next to the campfire. The music is fascinating, but you can't say it's in any way pleasant. Your tolerance wanes as notes screech, but as an audience of one, you feel compelled to sit out of courtesy. You're from the Grey Oaks. I recognize your uniform. You deliver messages, right? I have one for you. The man takes a breath, then continues. Let them all know there's something coming during the eclipse. We've nowhere to hide. The campfire leaps at the sound of his voice. Depending on how this goes, that might be the Spire coming. This might be foreshadowing of that. For the first time, he looks at you. Would you like to see it? He asks. The female carney just stares. See what? I don't think so. No. Or this should be rich. Let's do this should be rich. We go all the way down to 112. Smooth operator. The albino, trailed by the carney, walks over to the traveling stage. Look here, he says. I make bad choices, you think, as you peer in. The albino pulls the curtain and reveals 2 iron cages. A hooded figure in tattered robes sits huddled in the corner of one cage. You can't make out his face, but there's something sticking out above its forehead, beneath its hood. The other cage appears empty. Watch! The albino starts to play the hypnotic music again. The thing sticking out the top of the prisoner's head begins to glow. Yeah, this is 100% from the Spire. The albino and the carney seize you from behind and drag you up to the traveling stage, where they toss you in the empty cage. The woman locks the door with a key. She sets the key down just out of your reach and joins the albino while he searches your bag. Let's see what we have here, she cackles. Do you have the magnet lure? No, we didn't get the magnet lure because we weren't that good at fishing. Use brute strength to free yourself. You shake and kick and pull at the cage, but there's little to no use, except we have the mark of the grizzly. Right? Over here. So symbols and the wording, because the symbol is flipped. You kick and shake and pull at the cage wildly. To your surprise, you're able to knock the incredibly heavy cage over. It smashes your unsuspecting captors. You reach the key, unlock the cage, and gather your things to run. Maybe the meat's still cooking. Well, that worked out well. Gives us some extra strength. 134. Whew. This is a big chunk of cards we're skipping there. Another hunk. With your captors no longer hungry, you figure it would be a shame to let the meat go to waste. So you follow the heavenly scent over to the campfire. As you cut off a perfectly cooked hunk, you're interrupted by some old friends. The crows of Hickory Hills are back for their handout. You attempt to slice off another hunk before the crows overwhelm you, but they act fast. As you mount and escape, the fire spit is knocked over and the hot coals spill on into corn stalks. The field ignite in flames. You go to 140. Burn it all down. Hopefully, we can get away. Ooh, so we have blazing corn here, and we have Mildred. Panicked, you go over your grim options for escape. There's an unburned section of fields, but the fire is moving fast. There is the cobblestone road, but the flames are raging on either side. So we could go into the corn stalks. Bad plan. It's a fire. We could take the road on foot, but we have Mildred. So we can go all the way to 146. And now, hot to trot. Mildred gallops down the hot cobblestone road as embers spill onto your path and smoke chokes the air. She leaps over a fallen tree into an explosion of sparks. You grip the reins and hold your breath. You're relieved to see the red glow of flames fade away into the starlight, revealing a bridge in the distance. Exhausted, but safe. You hop off Mildred and pass out on the side of the road. Wow, okay, so we just went from 147 to 186. We missed everything in this story. Like, because we have Mildred, we were able to bypass probably so many checks. In fact, we're going to be wrapping up chapter 2 pretty quick here. I might bust out another game here in a second. Ooh, but first, Kelly Greyhound. He's tough to hit. 3 sets, 3 accuracy. Circles and dots only. Okay. The big thing is we can't miss. Only missed once. I don't have anything to prove my shot. So, I've got 3. Actually, it doesn't matter what we roll on that. We need a target. We got to 4, which, if I'm reading this correctly, we get 5 gold. Oh man, we are loaded. And 1 target cube, which we need those because, well, I used them to try and eat waffles. And failed. Somehow failed at eating waffles. My kid would be appalled at the idea of failing at eating waffles. After a rough night's sleep on the side of the road, you find yourself in front of blistering bridge. 3 miles of rickety rope and wooden planks drape over the series of ravines. At the foot of the bridge, there's a sign that reads, "Unsafe for heavy transport. Use at your own risk." So, discard Mildred. Sorry, Mildred. You are too heavy to go on this journey. If you wish to fish, if you have a fishing pole, we have a fishing pole, but we don't have... Do we have a fishing pole? Thought we had a fishing pole. I don't see it. So it's kind of a moot point. We move on to 187. I'm just going to work on kind of creating this picture as I go here of the bridge. Behind you. You make your way to the first of many bridge outposts. You take a look back at how far you've come. The entrance is still in sight. Someone's there now, stepping on the bridge with something in tow that looks entirely too heavy. You feel the rope suddenly tighten. The section you're on rises as the balance of the weight shifts. Creeper. You feel the movement of the other traveler behind you through the tension of the ropes. Whoever it is, they're gaining ground. It won't be long before you meet up. And more importantly, put all your combined weight on the same spot. Confront the stranger or move forward. We're going to try and move forward to stay ahead. But we're going to fill in the gap here. Creeper creeping closer. The morning wears on, and your casual pursuer slowly creeps closer. Exhausted, you stop again to relax your throbbing feet. The good news is you can finally see the other side, maybe a quarter of a mile out. Glancing back, you can't help but notice the person stopped at the same time you did. As if mirroring your actions, you can see that they are holding something. They begin to move it back and forth on one of the guide ropes. There's an unnerving sound as the rope begins to vibrate and the bridge begins to shake. We'll just pack that back. And now, the fall. You sprint forward to the other side of the ravine as the bridge thrashes. There's a snap, and the left guide rope breaks. You grab a hold of the bridge as the bridge swings towards and crashes into the cliff wall. You look down and see the man that has been following you plummet into the ravine. You now climb up the vertical bridge to the ledge. You got lucky this time. 203. 203. So, I am going to open this tonight, not to continue the story, but I think if I remember correctly last time, I don't think we were supposed to start precisely where we did because of how we got into the situation. We were supposed to have skipped to certain pages to be able to explore that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the cards leading up to 203, these 4, and put them on the bottom of that deck. And then, oh, let's pop up above here a little bit, because, I mean, that's the next chapter in the book. Completed. What I'm doing right now is sorting. There's so much stuff that I missed. Just trying to get this back generally into order. So that it's set up for whenever I want to play again. Because, I mean, I keep on saying it, but it's true. There is so much that I still haven't seen yet in this story, so I want to see what it is. I mean, I find it interesting too that, like, one of the things that I got was this conversation with the jester. Somebody who's with the group, who then tried to capture me. I never found an option to use it. Now that doesn't have anything to do with the, like, oh, I missed something. It has everything to do with the fact that there are just so many options in this game. Now, finish packing this up because I want to open up a box at least. We're loaded with gold now. After a couple bad hunting trips, a couple good hunting trips. Drop it on top of chapter 3. I'm curious, I forgot to look. This one's for chapter 4. Oh, we could have added the sunset squirrel into the mix. But that's okay. Rule book. Gotta flip that closed again. Just so it fits better. Roll up the play map. And let's get the knife back out. So this one I heard about, called Dice Quest. Heard about from, well, I think I'd seen it before, but then heard a review of it on Dice Tower. And it looks like a good enough, just little solo. Well, it can be multiplayer. say 1 to 4 players. Give you a nice little first player marker. Some health tracking markers. Set this stuff off to the side here. Come back here. Should have kept the knife out. And then bonus gameplay here. Only one player, me. So we have creatures, heroes, life tracking. We're going to not use the traps right now. Setup. Get our health set, 20. Let's randomly deal out a hero here. Thief. All right. Move Kalstrom. And then we flip out 3 monsters. Hag draws us an additional card. Thanks, Hag. So the number in the top is their life total. That number over there, how much damage they do to me if I don't kill them by the time that I have placed all the dice. So how it's going to work is first player, only player, rolls the dice. That 50 is a 5. That one, I believe, is a 10. So, what we have to start doing is placing dice. So, I can pick a die. For example, actually, I think I'm going to start by taking this one and placing the 8 on there. Then we still have all the dice available here. So that's 8. Put that one on there. We get to 18. Remember, we have to hit this one first. Now I have some other options. I'm not going to do anything with that 6. This one, I'm going to pick this die. I can re-roll it. And you must keep in place that roll. 12. Perfect. We got to 30. Now I can start to deal with other ones. Needed exactly 3. I have a 3 at the top of that die. I can take out the hag. Right. Take out the hag. Let's roll. We can re-roll this one. If we get a 12, no, we got a 6. Take a damage. And then all of these will come back. That was a pretty good first round there. I gain these items here. Ring of the Mage, discard to reroll all available dice. Healing Salve, discard this card to heal the damage on any hero. Ogre doesn't have anything. And then I draw 3 more. Oh dear. Give me a good roll here. Okay. Then I have a whole bunch of 3s. Then so we can now deal with this one. Okay, that's not too bad. And that, obviously, these are all gone at this point. Wand of Blasting. 3 damage. Huh. I could re-roll everything, but I can re-roll this one. 12. Take a damage. 18. Take a damage. Yep. Then I'm going to use the Scroll of Holding to avoid the Cave Giant's damage. So I only take 2, which isn't great. I'm through a quarter of my health, and yeah, I want to keep those. No first, okay. Oh, sweet. So Goblin Scout is going to take out whatever the highest die is. That 7 is gone. Well, I'm going to use my Ring of the Mage to re-roll all dice. So I really need to take out that Cave Giant. That should do it. So 24, 30, gone. Then I actually have 2 cards here that get me up to 8 damage. 9. And I have one die left here. And I'm going to discard that D8 to use the Thief's ability. Ooh, 18. Perfect. I can take out the Goblin Champion. Oh, we can't return any spent dice. Okay, so we're just going to hit you for 6. We've killed a number at this point, but we take 5 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeesh. No reason not to use it now. And then we roll again. Let's just guarantee we get that kill. And that one. And then we're going to re-roll the d20 here. 7. Oh, and I forgot. Still think I would have probably done that. Forgot to add more into the mix. I have one die left. I might as well actually send that in there. We take a damage from the spider. $11. So we can take out them and only have to take 5 more damage. Good news is we're not that far through the deck. On reveal, draw an additional card. The doppelganger sucks. Highest set of matching numbers is 10s. Okay, that's horrible. We're going to get rid of the 2 to bring this one back in. We have to use that one as is. Ooh, because it's a 2, I can make it, can use this ability here, this critical. There's nothing stopping me using criticals. We're going to go well, can't take out that one. Can't take out that in one fell swoop. We're going to put it up to 20. Take out this one. Then we're going to use its ability, bumping up all remaining dice by 2. As I place it, I have to take out the ones dealing 2 damage. I don't know that there's any way I can survive this, actually. Because then I can take this one up to 8. 16. Using those 2. Oh, and I forgot to return the last discarded. Well, the hag heals me up one more. I have 6 left. Gargoyle is out. Let me verify what a critical hit is. Okay. You can just activate on a 1. Now, unfortunately, that's 6, 7, 8 damage. I'm at 6 health, so I perish. Perish the thought. You know what? Shuffle up and go again. Massive dragon we have to take out. Only 50 health. It hits for 1, but 50 health is a lot. Let's swap out our hero. I feel like... No, we're going to keep the thief. I want to try swapping out our hero. I said let's swap out our hero. Let's swap out our hero. We have the rogue. When you slay a creature, return 1 spent die. Ooh, that is actually super good. Change this die to any number or discard it to slay a creature with 10 or less health remaining. Those are some nice abilities. So we have to draw an additional card. Odds. We take a damage right off the bat. And Goblin Champion. Okay. Let's see what we get. Let's see. So let's do the 11 there and the 7. Take out the giant spider. We can discard to heal 1. Then 5, 2, and 2. No die of 5 plus. Okay. 2, 3. Let's roll this one. 1. Roll this one. Try and take out the rat swarm. 6. I mean, I can guarantee the kill just by doing that, so I'm going to. It's a horrible use of a really good die. You know what? We're going to take that one off. You have that choice. Oh no, the wyvern. Bugbear. No, the highest matches must go. No matches. Phew. 13. So we have 5. We do. So we can take out that doppelganger. Then, if we do that, we take out the Goblin Champion. And I forgot to calculate the damage I was supposed to take last time, which was 3. Then I have these dice left. So I'm going to re-roll this one. Come on, 9. Okay. And then I'm going to use the potion to increase the D2 by 1 to get us up to 23. Because then I can use this ability here to slay him, because he is with 10 or less points. He is at 10. I still take 3. And then we draw 3 more. Ooh, 12. Oh, I have to take you out first. Start with the big gun. Well, we made that a small gun. 17, 27, 30. If we had ability that could let us return. Hold on. Forgot my Wyvern's ability. Because I can place the 2. Then I could do actually might not be worth it. I guess no, it's not worth it. Take out the ogre. Take you out. Then, we're sitting at 4 damage. Great. Let's reroll. Decide where this one goes. 1. Garbage. I could get it up to a 2. Not worth it. Were-rat. I'll use this to heal 1, which effectively means I take 3 damage again. Not sure if this is going better or worse than last time. Can't be 10 or higher. Gargoyle forces you to discard. And Scout forces you to discard the highest one. Which is going to be that 12. Unfortunate. Ooh, fun actually. So, that just straight up kills this goblin. Actually, I would have brought that one back. There's no reason to keep it so low. Let's re-roll. Actually, let's just set that. We take 1, and then we use that to straight up kill it. Then we re-roll this one. 3. Gonna turn it into a 4. Then we'll re-roll this one. I use that. So we're at 9. And then we're going to attack with this one. 7. So that'd be 16. But I can use this to increase both of those dice by 2, it says. So I'm assuming I can go higher. That were-rat. Exactly 3. Cannot use critical until that one's slain. Cannot re-roll until that creature's slain. Oh, and I took 4 damage there. Well, 12 That. Gone. We're going to use it. Not quite yet. Because I have this 10 here. I guess I have to take this one out first, technically. Now I can re-roll the rest of them. 14. Oh, wow. Well, I killed 3 guys that turn, so I'd have those to my pool. Definitely dropping a 9 on there. Then a 3, and that will kill it. Which allows me to bring back a die. That was a 1 over there. That, spend, that to kill, spent. That makes a difference. Forgot that top ability. Only even numbers on the stone golem. The giant cobra, 1 damage when placing. And the skeleton, exactly 8 damage. Well, I mean, a 4 is exactly 8 damage. It is just straight up discarded. I get the die back. I mean, it says, so 16, it's a damage. Need some way, I guess that has it down to 10. We have a 4 here. Kill it. Return a die. We're going to discard to return a die. Eight. 6. 14. 4 to kill it. Okay, this is going much better once you know. Remember to use the abilities. So we pass. Everything is dead. Warg Rider. Cave Giant. Hag. Last card. Coming up. Not that much health. Coming up. Reveal, draw an additional card. I guess technically he's out. So 9 and 2. Immediately going to spend that to heal back up 1. Discard to reroll. Just to get that back. I can crit on a 1 this time. So let's do that. Crit. Get that back. Oof. 16. 1 damage. Let's reroll. You can discard that to reroll a die. Keep on getting on an edge. 4. So that would take us to 20. It's 2 more damage. But then that last one kills it. we were dropping that on. We're canceling the attack this round, so we have 5 damage in place. The issue is, you take 1 damage when placing a die. So I can do an 11. And an 11. That takes us... Well, let's do the 9. Takes us to 25. There's just no way for me to do it. This is going to... Even if I had gotten 20 there, didn't. That takes me out. But that was much closer that time. And... to say, after 2 plays... I mean, I don't think this is like a, oh my goodness, this is best game ever. But it's a fun one. I like. It's incredibly simple. And plays fast. They say half an hour. And half an hour, I think, is probably right if you're playing multiplayer. I played solo. Knocked out 2 games in 30 minutes, including learning the game. Probably missing some rule. Yep, like one of them. That you can't go beyond the highest number. I mean, there's an obvious reason why that rule book is at the bottom. I don't care. I'm going to stack there. But... with that, 3 games. Bonus content at the end there. Because, man, we skipped so much in Spire and Hildegard. Just because the choices we made are previous chapters. But that was still a blast. So, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this content, leave a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. All of those things really do help more people find out about Malts and Meeples. As well as if you want to see more of what I do here on Malts and Meeples, it's 8:30 p.m. on Mondays and 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Both of those are Central Time. And then on other stuff that I do, on Tuesdays, there's always a new episode of 10 Minute Marvel that comes out, as well as then articles that are going up daily over on nerdologists.com. So check those out as well. But with that, bottoms up.